Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes, a program that has been built on flash, excitement, swagger, even once a goal turnover chain. But the fundamentals of this program, substance. We'll have plenty of substance and swagger from the Canes today. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. The Yellow Jackets will get us started with the opening kickoff. Bringing it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Hurricane offense makes its way onto the field to start this game. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David. Oh, look out! A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
I love this type of play because it looks like a jet sweep. The defense, they're a bit confused pre-snap. They don't know who has the ball. And all of a sudden, that guy with his speed is in the second level of the defense before the defense even knows what happened.
He finds his man. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
Just plowing ahead. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
They'll run it on first and goal. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Hurricane!
And everything works out for the offense, right? They went for it on 4th and 1 earlier. It was a big decision, a big gamble. They got it, and now you pay it off with the touchdown. Head coach is loving that.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Yellow Jackets offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
To the ground with the back. Brought down at the 27. It's a 5-yard pickup on the play.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They're going to ride this running back. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. And the Yellow Jackets racing to the line in a hurry up. He's looking for a man on second down. It's complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Great job by the offense, being patient, understanding when they're in zone coverage, I got to hit those tight windows, make those precise passes to get those big plays.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Trying play action. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. The give to the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. They'll give it to Johnson. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Ball in the air, intercepted. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity. The offense lining up for a first down play. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Offense gets set for 2nd down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Out of the gun, the inside give. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. Offense picking up steam, 1st and 10 from the 31. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line, it's Williams. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down, but when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
They're trying to get to it. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. The Yellow Jackets will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They'll throw it on first down. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught downfield. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend it.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
He got loose, almost housed it, finally tracked down at the 32.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feet, understanding where the holes are in the zone, and understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out, continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Running back searching for a hole. Just steamrolling the defense. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, K.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the point after is good. We've reached the end of the quarter and Miami is on top. And that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. The kickoff team out there getting set.
Set to kick off.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. And the Yellow Jackets in the hurry up. Wide receiver shows motion. He'll run it again. Oh, what a move! Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. The give is to Williams. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. He'll set up to throw. Got him, and nobody's close. The expressway is wide open. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And they'll send 5 wide receivers out, maybe creating some room for the quarterback to run. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Running to the left. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Brings up 2nd down.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. Low man wins, and he just smashed him. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up.
Open runway ahead. He's piled up 97 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. And the Canes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal for the offense. Trying to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Miami! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble. And you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you've got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Give to the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. The Yellow Jackets will hustle to the line. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. The play action fake. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You can tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He gets a block. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, Dave?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making...
And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Hurricane! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, it has gone final in that top 25 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Memphis endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from the Liberty Bowl, and the Tigers came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is a W. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly what... Put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety.
Returner brings it out to the 32. And your Miami Hurricanes will take over.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
This defense needed something to go right. Man, they're down big already in the first half. Get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This could start some momentum going back the other direction.
Wide open downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism. He's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Unloads to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. Lets it fly. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
It's a nice job by the receiver working past the sticks. Looked like it was going to be a first down by the offense, but how about the physical play knocking that ball loose?
He's not afraid to go deep. And it's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Canes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
How do you not love the guts of this offense? 4th down, it's just another down. And what do? Stay aggressive, throw the football down the field, make the big play, get the big touchdown.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Right back to it. Gives him the big stiff arm. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there in South Florida than you? A captivating start to this one.
All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the 3rd quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. And I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. And the Yellow Jackets decide to punt it away.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. On the run, it's Welsh. Across the 25, he's got room. Into the end zone unimpeded, except for that piece of laundry on the field. This might be coming back. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking for a productive play on first down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to throw. He's going for it all. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Hey, man, they've got a big lead on offense, and they are still taking shots. They are challenging this secondary deep down the field. They barely missed that one.
On second down, he'll fire. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to them, and it forced the incompletion.
It's caught.
Well, this offense is giving a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity, because first and second down was ugly, but they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable fourth down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Took a chance on that return, and it did not pay off as he's out of bounds at the 10. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Line gets set, first down. The give is to Williams. He'll bounce his way ahead for a pickup of 4 out to the 14. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. They'll try to get the first through the air, trying to make magic on the scramble. He saw just enough daylight to move the sticks and get it done with his legs.
Defense in that situation just has to know to stay in their lanes. You know, it's hard enough to get this guy down on the ground, but you just can't let him escape. You got to build the fence. You got to build the cage. Keep him in the pocket, and that time he was just able to use his athleticism to get outside and go pick up the first down.
Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight up front.
They come up with their second safety of the game. You don't see that very often.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Return brings it out to the 40. And your Miami Hurricanes will take over.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that. He's taking the shot. And he's got it inside the 20. Touchdown, Miami! And the pummeling has started.
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. This drive will open from the 15. The give is to Williams. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And
this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. And a super return as he takes it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And that's the danger about being in a 3rd and long situation. You've got to push the football downfield. The defense is expecting it. So they've got guys in the back end with their eyes on the QB. They're able to make the interception. This offense is going to have to do a better job generating better plays earlier.
Touchdown, Hurricanes! And the beatdown has ensued. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Now the play fake. And the ball is picked off. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Give to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. They'll keep it on the ground. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. On the move, it's Welch. And the Canes will have a 1st down.
It's a nice run there to get the 1st down. I got to tell you, I'm impressed with the stable of backs and the weapons this offense has. A lot of different guys can touch the football in a variety of ways, but they've been running it very, very well in this game so far.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the running back. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
And the Hurricanes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Touchdown, Canes! And the punishment has been extended.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. about to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. He was looking for a lot more on that one. Instead, he's out of bounds at the 14. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. First down to start the drive after the break. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Flying out to the left. He's at the 10. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. First down for this offense. The give to the tailback. No, he just flat ran over it. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. Second and 10, really hard. Third and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable...
Looking to take a shot. It's complete. A huge pickup. Touchdown, Miami. And the stomping has commenced. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the fourth quarter and close in on 11 straight victories. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Kansas State was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans in the Little Apple. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been those K-State fans who will enjoy this win. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 15. He's looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's going to throw deep right side. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And he's out of bounds at the 1-yard line, a mere 3 feet from a pick 6.
That's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching. And that defender knew exactly.
Touchdown, Hurricane! And the route is on. You can see it on the sideline. They built a comfortable fourth quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0. He has spent a lot of time in that end zone and an absolute assault on the scoreboard.
No doubt about it. And guess what? I get to make a lot of highlights. I can copy and paste all of these touchdowns, show everybody the game I had, and the defense, well, you're just going to have to shake your head because you've been getting dominated.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Line gets set, first down. He's looking to throw it. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Gets rid of it. He's right on target. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Yellow Jackets are moving quickly down the field.
First down for the offense.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Makes the grab.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? He wants to throw it again. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. The Yellow Jackets will punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse.
Return is taken out of bounds.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He's going to take off. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, how about that? The mindset of the offensive coordinator. You got a really big lead. You're sitting really pretty, but I think this is just about rubbing your nose in it and trying to make bigger plays down the field, but the defense finally got a stop.
He lets one fly deep. And he's got it inside the 35. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside the 10, here he comes. And the returner will be knocked down. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Getting some heat. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
You've got to love what you're seeing if you're the head coach of this team, because your defense is simply not resting on their laurels, and they're playing until there's zeros on the clock. They've got a massive lead. We're late in the 4th quarter, and they're still getting sacks.
He's going to run it. They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it.
Well, great job there by the defense, because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this ground.
So he was forced to just take what the defense gave him, and they were able to stop him short of the first down.
And when you're a defense and you get 3rd and long and you know exactly where those sticks are, you set your feet at them, they throw it underneath, I go rally, make the tackle. Perfect 3rd down and long execution by this defense.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. First play of the drive comes from the 38. The give as they work on that clock.
Running back to the ball carrier. Tackle is made at the 42. Second down coming up.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Looking for a crease to the left. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board and figure some things out because this wasn't a great day. On third down, offenses have their plays. What they like in third and short, what they like third and medium, third and long. Great job by the offense having success. Now it's incumbent upon the defense.
And he makes the catch inside the 25. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They'll start this drive with a pass. Makes his connection. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. They're bringing heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll let it fly. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. The handoff to Johnson. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, the offense is trying to get aggressive. They're trying to hit the corner route, but just better coverage on the back end by the defense knocking that one away.
They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And he hauls it in at the 30. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. The Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. They're going to run it. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And this is exactly where you're going to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
And this junior loves to show off that big arm. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. The Canes come to the line in the hurry up. They move the tight end all over. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.